recognize you. 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Madam Secretary, thank you so much for being here today. I want to first express my sympathy to the family of Agent Zapta, as I know you do as well, and the survival of Agent Avila, which is nothing short of a miracle given what happened down there. I think it was an intentional ambush, a bit of a game changer that they're now targeting our guys down there, U.S. law enforcement. 83 rounds fired from this AK-47. And first I want to thank you for the good work to apprehend these suspects down there. Was their view that this was a case of mistaken identity, that this is a rival drug cartel gang? The briefings I've received were that the two agents said we're American diplomats. They have a U.S. diplomatic tag. I saw reports that the Mexican Army seemed to be reporting what the Zetas were saying in terms of mistaken identity. What is the position of this administration with respect to the claim that this was mistaken identity?
Well, Representative McCaul, thank you for your expressions and your support on this matter. I think it would be inappropriate for me to comment on the actual evidence that will come in. This obviously is a matter that is being prosecuted. My understanding is that it will be prosecuted in the United States, but again, those are decisions that are yet to come.
And I appreciate that, but I, just on my own behalf, I'll take the eyewitness account of our agent over the Zetas who have been apprehended any day. And I hope the administration will back that eyewitness account. With respect to extradition, I'm glad you brought that up. Is it the administration's position that we will be seeking extradition into the United States? That's very good news. I know President Calderon's in the United States, and it's probably a good time to talk to him about that. Before I get into the budget, one last question with respect to that shooting was that I was surprised to find out that there's a 1990 agreement that prohibits our officers from carrying weapons down in Mexico. Things have dramatically changed since 1990. There is a war going on, as you know, and it seems to me our agents should be armed if we're going to put them down there in harm's way. Would you support a revision of that agreement?
Well, I think the issue of agents and arming is one that is something that probably should be discussed in a more classified setting than a public hearing, and perhaps we can provide for that, Mr. Chair, because it's an issue that involves not just Mexico, but some other countries as well.
Okay, and I look forward to that as well. On the budget, I looked at the, it has CBP decrease the border security fencing, infrastructure, and technology account by $300 million, so from $800 million to $500 million, if what I have in front of me is correct. Is that, this is given to us by staff. Is this, do you know what that happened to that account, or whether the monies have decreased?
It's not, no, what is happening is we're not buying SBI Net. Because SBI Net doesn't work. I think for the Tucson and the Ajo sectors, it was far enough along that we completed it, and given the topography there, it made sense, but border-wide, it doesn't make sense. So what the budget requires, or what the budget buys, is $242 million of technology that the Border Patrol agents can actually use. It's remote video surveillance equipment, it's mobile video equipment, a whole laundry list of things that our agents can actually use right now.
So that discrepancy was, that's probably just a cancellation of SBI Net that it appears, but that money will still be used towards technology down on the border.
Yeah, there's an entire technology plan that we have developed for the...
I think that's critically important. In my state of Texas, there's really almost zero technology down there. Congressman Cuellar and I took Bartkowski, as you know, down to the border of Laredo with some very good sensor surveillance technology that the Department of Defense have been using. I think he was receptive to that idea, and I commend you. I would ask that you look at deploying that type of technology all across the southwest border. I think technology is going to be the answer down there, and then of course we need the manpower to respond to it. And so
Indeed.
Well, thank you so much. I yield back.